what do you think last year, if you do think last year, what type of impact did that have on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s ability to kind of be the guy in situations like this?
I mean, he, heck of a game from Tripp tonight. I mean, obviously, just the opportunity to be a primary playmaker, diversify his game. There was a couple pick and roll snuck in there, by his teammates. But just playing on the perimeter, playing out of the post, just getting that gravitational pull and still being able to finish. I mean, there was definitely opportunities for him to kick it, but he just was able to get to the rim kind of at will tonight. And obviously, shot the ball extremely well, but just the comfortability to have the ball in his hands and being more involved, compared to like previous years where that season, last season just thrust him into a position offensively, but even defensively, playing more of a center spot and being in more, primary actions on the defensive side too, just kind of diversifying his game there on the defensive side as well. So it was a springboard for him. Obviously, was motivating, going into the season because he had, career year on the offensive side. So regardless of what our lineups are, I want him to still carry that mentality, being a primary attack guy for us. And that's on me to make sure that he's feeling involved and just playing within our pace and our principles. And it's great to see him have that opportunity tonight and take full advantage of it.
We saw Scotty play well at the end of last season. Have you seen something different from him this year that's maybe elevated his game to another level from that time?
Oh, man, tons of work. I mean, first career triple-double, so proud of him. I mean, he's had, I think a couple now double-digit assist nights. He's doing it on the defensive side. His ability to get into the paint, off the drive, him, facilitating in pick and rolls, but especially in our principles. I think, the work that he put in summer league, but then just early in preseason, him just grasping what we're trying to do offensively with our movement patterns, him getting the opportunity to have the ball in his hands and be a guy that plays with pace. I think he's doing a pretty good job of that. And then the half court, still cleaning up when he's playing in crowds and he's getting downhill and just trying to find those outlets. But I think for the most part, he's just really been efficient, in the majority of the season so far with his playmaking ability. I mean, 11 assists and only 2 turnovers. That's a flip script from what he was, doing at the end of last season. So I think he took onus on that, understood summer league was going to be a big opportunity for him. The summer work, tons of playmaking opportunities, the principles that we're talking about, that was, in some of his workouts throughout the summer. I thought he, really grasped that learning opportunity and is putting it into action right now. And now he's just got to continue to do it night after night. And obviously right now, maybe in the starter role tonight, I thought he really set a tone for us.
Taylor, just kind of going off of that, just with Pippen, it just seems like both sides of the floor he's applying pressure, whether that's picking up 94 feet, rim pressure, just pushing the pace. Does that two-way pressure kind of enable him not only to be, that change of pace backup guard, but also being able to keep things rolling when he's having to take on starter minutes?
Yeah, I mean, he's just fully engaged when he steps on the floor. I mean, he is live on both sides of the floor. I definitely see it defensively every single night. Him and, Jalen, seeing those guys kind of tag team, perimeter matchups the last couple of games. And, some of them we're going to lean into moving forward. Those guys are doing a heck of a job. But offensively, he's moving the ball, but then he's also moving his body. He's seeing the space. He's taking the space with the drive. He's getting to the paint, which is a huge priority for us and something that we want him to continue to grasp. So whether he's starting or coming off the bench, the fact that he's just locked in on that, and playing significant minutes, even when he was coming off the bench and Ja was in the lineup. So this kid's taking care of his body. He's doing the work. He's watching film. When he can have that two-way impact, that's huge for us.
Hey, Taylor, how satisfied have you been with Santi Aldama playing the 3?
Yeah, it's something we talked about in the offseason. He's very gifted on the offensive side. I think he's doing a really good job running the floor. He's making the simple plays. It allows me to kind of put the ball in his hands at times when we do make a called play, grasping our, movement and spacings. I can't remember what he shot tonight. I mean, 0 for 5, but he's getting great looks. Those are going to go in. He can shoot the ball really well. And then defensively, just having more size. I think, putting him on certain wing matchups, guarding off-ball screens, putting him on, guys that are shooters. I think he's doing a good job navigating, that personnel. So I'm encouraged by the strides he's making defensively, but I think offensively this just continues to unlock, just some more playmaking with his ability on and off the ball.
We can't get through this without asking about Yuki. What moment, but the behind the back or the 3 was better to you, and what was your view, as he did the little step back and then hit that shot.
Yeah, he's been trying to get the step back to fall and, got it to go, and to see the crowd's reaction, that was huge. But I think, what grabs the attention of the fans is how scrappy he is. Defensively, he's picking up 94 feet, first possession that he's in. Offensively, he's pushing the pace, and I think the possession that he got the back door behind the back pass to Jay, it was kind of like a broken play. Like, we had overloaded side, he saw the space, he got into the paint, and then his vision is just phenomenal. Hitting guys on backdoor cuts, and then to have one that's behind the back for a dunk, a pretty emphatic dunk. I think that's the one that stands out big time. Great, thanks everyone, appreciate it.